Hi guys, Johnny Good here for Real Home Studio. Today I want to share with you how to make a very simple but very effective and awesome sounding Christmas orchestral piece with almost all free plugins. And just before we dive straight in, I want to remind you guys to please like, subscribe, and indeed if you've got something to say, please do drop it in the comments box below. Okay, so I composed this piece just over a year ago, and I really wanted to share this with you guys today because it's a very straightforward piece. It's almost all free plugins. You can see there's hardly any effect plugins which I've used. Literally a couple on one track and a few on the mix bus, and that's it. I worked on it pretty quickly. It's, as I say, almost using all free instrument plugins as well, aside from one which cost £30. It sounds great, and most importantly, it's sold quite a few copies this year, so it's made me some money, which is, what we all like to hear. So, in terms of making a quick piece of Christmas music, it's been very effective and it's making money, and you guys can do that too. So I just want to show you through the plugins I've used and really how simple this track was to put together. Now, the big plugin that you want to get hold of when making this sort of orchestral Christmas music is Labs from Spitfire. It's completely free, but it's absolutely packed full of loads of great sounds, and particularly for Christmas, you've got bells, you've got a really nice soft piano, you've got trumpet. I'll show you the trumpet, a real kind of I'm going to explain it, wintry trumpet. It's got a really nice feel about it. Quite warming, a little bit somber too. All those sounds for absolutely free, so that's absolutely worth going to grab Labs from Spitfire, and you can download the various modules that you want, or indeed all the modules. Let me take you through the other plugins as well that we've got. So from the top, again using Labs, we've got their sleigh bells, so essential for Christmas, right? So let's just take a listen to those. Great sounding sleigh bells. Absolutely free. Now that's your Christmas essential. Pizzicato strings are another one. Now this is using a paid plugin, again from Spitfire, only £30 is their intimate strings, which sound great. They're really thick and luscious, but indeed you can use other free pizzicato strings from either another orchestra pack, which I'm about to show you in a little bit on this video, or a number of other free string plugins which you can get hold of. It just happens that the ones on intimate strings, which is part of their sort of original series, which are like the inexpensive breakdowns or elements packs if you like, sound just great. Just check them out. Really nice. With the sleighs, sound ace. Okay, so next up we've got some bells. Now, I've got two lots of bells. The first set of bells are from Bells of Booth. I've talked about this plugin before, and I really like it if you're looking for glockenspiel. I really like this plugin. Very handy if, like me, you're making stock music. It's got a really nice sound to it. I'll often sit this behind like pianos and stuff just to add some sparkle to a track, but actually combined with another set of bells, these bells from Labs, hand bells, which are sort of a more realistic, shall I say, rounder sound, and then put together, it just sounds really nice together. And with our sleigh bells and pizzicato strings, we're now sounding pretty Christmassy. Okay, so next up and into the mix, let's just mute these tracks out. We've got some long strings, again from this intimate strings pack. So, this, as I say, it's only, I think it's still $29.99 from Spitfire, but it sounds great. And then we've got some short strings as well. You call them short strings, it's spiccato strings together. Nice. Now for the drums on this track, I'm using Vasilian Orchestra. I believe it's called Vasilian Standard Chamber Orchestra 2, and the orchestral drums on this track sound great. Just take a listen to these. Because you don't want too much on this sort of track in terms of drums. Just gives it that Nice marching feel. And they just sit back nicely just like they would in the orchestra. There's a real nice sense of depth from those. Great free plugin, this one. Often reach for this when I can't get what I want from another plugin. It's really versatile. There's a lot going on in that plugin. And again, I think I used it again for this harp. Yes, I used it again here. So, you know, really handy. Now, the harp's really handy to get a transition, like an orchestral transition. I'll just let me show you what I mean. So I'm moving from one piece of music to the next. So, you know, verse to chorus, if you like. And really effective, just literally slide across the piano keys. I'll give you this kind of transition. And works great. So next, let's take a listen to these trumpets. So this is from Trumpet Fields, which is again within the incredible Spitfire Audio's Labs pack. And you won't find better for free in terms of that sound of trumpet. There's a lot of brass-free VSTs which aren't up to too much, and when you use them they can just sound quite MIDI and a bit fake, whereas this has a real nice, warm, Christmassy, wintry feel about it. Again, 100% free, Trumpet Fields from the Labs pack. And finally, I believe from the same pack, we also get a choir as well. So, you know, Labs really does hit the Christmas bullseye for free plugins. Let's just take a listen to the choir. Sounds great with the trumpet. It just sounds great. Okay, let's put them all together. And once again, when you look at the effects that are on this mix, it's next to nothing. I've got Tone Boosters EQ, which is super cheap, part of their Tone Boosters pack. And I'm using a Sheps 73 on there. It's really doing nothing. I think it's just getting rid of the low end. Yeah, it's just getting rid of the low end on these pizzicato strings, which are quite boomy without it. There you go. So not really doing too much. You could just do that really simply with any old EQ, really. And then on the mix bus, I'm just running through SDRR and real bus, and I'm just using this BX Master Desk just for the sake, just to get the level right for this video. So there's really almost no mixing whatsoever on this. It's just the sounds coming out the plugin. So, you know, I would have done this really quick and gone, do you know what, this sounds fine. Just got it up to a level and mixed out. And why I wanted to show you this video was, one, it's done almost free with plugins. As I say, just the one extra, the £30 string pack from Intimate Strings from Spitfire, but it's done almost for free with plugins. There's literally almost no mixing really other than level mixing, so very quick to do other than composing, and most importantly, it's made me money this year. Money's come in, I've sold a few licenses, and you know, it's a piece of music I'm really pleased with. I think it sounds great, and it's very straightforward to do, and I wanted to make it because we can get so bogged down in plugins. I love plugins and I really enjoy reviewing them on the channel, but I also want to talk a lot more about getting success and making sales and making money, and so we're not always, of course, just spending money on plugins or on gear. We've got to use it and get money back into our home studios. So there you go. There's a great way to get involved, making some money back if making stock music interests you. Christmas music's a great place to start because it always has a demand around this time of year. It's really fun music to make, and it's pretty straightforward, and gets you, if you're new to arranging music, it's a great way to start arranging those strings and getting used to how an orchestra moves. So hope you enjoyed that video today. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe. Most importantly, guys, you have yourselves a great day.